welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, it's Chloe. I do videos on fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle. In today's video, we're going to do a little Q&A. I haven't done one of these in a hot second, so I'm kind of excited to catch up, answer a lot of questions. I feel like I've been really bad at DMs lately, so I feel like this will be a good little, I don't know, opportunity to answer some common questions. I have a lot of good ones in here, so we're going to get straight to it, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so the first question is from Millie. It says, how many months or years did it take for you to get to where you are now with your gym goals? Honestly, I truly believe that like my gym goals, well, it's taken me years. It has taken me years to get to where I am now, but I'm like not even where I want to be. Like I have so many more goals to reach, and I just kind of feel like fitness is a continuous cycle of like setting new goals. And I don't know, I just feel like you're never gonna get to a spot where you're like satisfied, truthfully. Unfortunately, I don't know, I just feel like every time I hit a goal, like I'm like wanting more. That's just maybe my personality, but it has taken a long time, so you have to be patient with fitness. You can't just expect something to happen overnight. You can't even expect something to happen within a month. Like it takes a lot of consistency, a lot of patience, a lot of time and hard work. But for me, I've been an athlete my whole life, but like really getting into lifting, I would say my senior year of high school, so that would have been 3 years ago. Now I'm a junior in college, so like 3 to 4 years roughly is where I'm at. So it's a process. It definitely is. Okay, this next question is from I'm assuming her name's Carson maybe. Do you meal prep breakfast, lunch, and dinner for every day of the week? So that's a good question. No, I actually work with Eat to Evolve, and so I use their like prepared, they're kind of like meal prep meals, and I eat probably 1 to 2 of those a day. So technically it is like a meal prepping lunch and dinner. I just personally don't do it myself. I eat like Eat to Evolve meals. They're great. They're really high protein. Throw them in the microwave for 90 seconds. If you're interested, you can actually use my code Chloe, or it's just chlo, for 20% off your first order if you want to try them out. If you're like new to meal prepping, you want to get more into it, they're really, really delicious. I love them. My parents are eating them. Yeah, so that's what I do for that. Otherwise, I do just prep food in bulk, because like obviously I don't eat all of those every single meal. So I'll like prep veggies, I'll prep some proteins, I'll prep fruit to like snack on throughout the week, but I don't like meal prep, if that makes sense. And like breakfast, I eat like the same thing every day. I always eat like protein oats or cream of rice, stuff like that, so you don't really have to prep that. Okay, this is a good question. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? That's a loaded question, honestly, because in 10 years, well, I'll be 31, so I'm hoping by 31 I want to have a few kids, I would say. I want to have 3. I don't know if I want to have all 3 by 30. That seems like a lot, because I'm 21 and I don't want to boom 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 have 3 in a row, but we'll see. I don't really know when I want kids. I don't want them yet. That is like the furthest thing from my brain ever. I want to be able to get into my career, get started, feel like secure before I start popping out children. But I do want kids, so hopefully I have a few by then. I want to have just like a solid career. If I do have children, I don't know, I think it'd be cool to be able to like stay at home, raise my kids while still working for myself, like at home. Be like an entrepreneur. I want to work for myself. So that's my dream job, goal, career, is just to like be self-employed and doing the stuff I'm doing now, like fitness, health, social media stuff. I love it. But I don't know what I want to do elsewhere. Another goal I have, I guess by 30 is I want to own like a bunch of investment properties. I'm really into that kind of stuff. Me and Brady actually just been like talking about it, and I think it'd be so cool to own property. I really am like passionate about business. I mean, I'm a marketing major, so like I find all that kind of stuff interesting, and I really like want to get more into all of that. So hopefully by the time I'm like 30 in 10 years, I hope to have a few properties, at least a house of my own for sure, and then like 1 additional property to like rent out or something. I think that'd be cool. And my dream car is a Jaguar, so if I was driving a Jaguar, I'd be pretty happy. Okay, so I guess that wasn't really like where do I see myself, but that was like my dream. That's like my goal, like that's what I want to be, but I don't know, who knows. Honestly, I don't even think I really want to be in Iowa. I think Brady has to be because of work and stuff, so maybe just not where we are now and just like branch out and travel. But I like love Chicago. I'd love to live there for a few years. I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent. Next question. Handling gym anxiety when going to the gym. That's a good question, because I've definitely dealt with that, I feel like, a lot more recently, just because I'm now working out at the Rec at like my college campus, like their big gym. And that definitely gave me anxiety at first. I'm not gonna lie, it's intimidating going from like my small little hometown gym to like a big gym with a bunch of people my age, especially because I feel like, I don't know, it's just intimidating, and like I don't know, I just was scared. I was nervous, I was anxious. But honestly, you just have to go in there, 1, with confidence, 2, realizing everyone's truthfully concerned about themselves. Like everyone's thinking the same thing, like, is people watching me, am I doing this right? Like I feel like everyone has those same thoughts running through their head at all times. So you just kind of have to like take that with ease and just realize that people are more concerned about themselves than they are you. And two, I think it definitely helps if you have some friends to go with. I know I'm way more comfortable when I go with like my girlfriends to the gym. There's like 2 to 3 of us that work out now together, so I feel like that helps me a lot. And just have your music, have a game plan, go in there, know what you're gonna do, and get out, like make it efficient. And I feel like when you lollygag, that's when you like start to get stressed. But once you like zone into your workout, I feel like it goes a lot more smoothly. But yeah, also maybe even just like trying to hit the gym at like less busy times until you're comfortable with the gym if it's a new gym. But yeah, those are my best tips so far. I have any fitness goals at the moment? So actually, I'm kind of at a point where like I'm kind of just wanting to test different things out with myself, because I've learned so much about like macros and different types of training and different splits, and I don't know, I'm just a lot more like educated lately than I have been ever. Like obviously you like learn more every single day. So I'm kind of in a phase of like testing things out. I don't necessarily want to bulk, but I don't want to cut either. But I just like want to see, I don't know, I'm kind of messing around with my split in like different types of training. I still follow my gym program and stuff, but I don't know. I don't really know if I have any goals. I don't want to like, I feel like I'm at a good point with like my muscle mass. I feel like I have quite a bit. But I also like kind of want to lean up. So I don't know. I don't have a specific goal. It's kind of complicated. How do you deal with bad body image days in a bulk? Okay, so I'm gonna kind of just like refer to this as like how to deal with bad body image days in general, because I feel like not a lot of people are bulking maybe watching this. And even if you are bulking, you'll still be able to relate to like what I have to say. But honestly, bad body image days, one, they happen to everyone. They happen to me. I definitely think I've had more of them lately, because I just feel like with my job and like what I do, it's hard not to. Like I feel like it's easy to compare myself to other like fitness influencers, and I feel like I need to like look a certain way, so it's really hard. But because I do deal with it, I feel like I have some advice to give you guys. One, remind yourself every single day like of what your body can do, and not what it looks like, but like what it's capable of. Like you can lift this heavy ass weight, you're hitting PRs, like you can run a mile, you can run 2 miles, you can run really fast. Like think of all the things your body can do rather than like what it looks like. I don't know, it's kind of like a self-affirmation thing. And that's another thing, is to like do self-affirmations and listen to podcasts and stuff that are like just gonna build your confidence, because I feel like when you're a confident person, it helps with the body confidence a little bit. But also I just think like when, at least for me, like when I'm training really well and I'm eating really well, like that's when I feel the most confident. Even if like I'm not the leanest, but like I know I'm putting in my all, I feel more like confident in my body, knowing like I'm doing my best type thing. So I feel like just being consistent with like being active, moving your body, eating right, it like makes it easier. But it's tough. Like body confidence is definitely a touchy subject, I feel, or not touchy, but like it's definitely a hard topic, because I feel like everyone deals with it, believe it or not. Like I don't think I know anyone, unfortunately, who like doesn't deal with that. And everybody's so different, so it's like hard. But I don't know, if it makes you feel any better, I struggle with it. I think everyone struggles with it, but you know, you just gotta love yourself. You know, it doesn't matter what you look like. But I don't really know if I answered that question for you guys. I don't really know. Okay, the next question is, what do you need to do to maintain a balanced diet? Honestly, a balanced diet just kind of means getting in all of your nutrients, like your carbs, your proteins, your fats, and then your micronutrients, like your veggies and your fruits, and like all the vitamins and stuff. So really, I would say each meal, just to like make sure you're eating like one of each of like the food groups, like a carb, a protein, a fat, and then like some veggies and fruit. And I just feel like when you eat a balanced diet, it helps like satisfy you. You feel fuller longer, you feel better, and you're not like deficient in any of like the food groups, you know, like because carbs give you energy, so you're gonna have energy. Protein helps build muscle, like you need protein, it's gonna keep you full, it's just essential. Healthy fats are good for your hormones, and they're gonna keep you full longer. And then obviously vitamins and minerals do so many good things for us, like your hair, skin, nails. Like I could go on forever, it's like a whole bunch of stuff, but pretty much your body's gonna function the best when it's getting fueled with everything it needs. So just make sure you're eating all of the different food groups in every meal if you can. It's hard, I get it, but just try your best. Okay, this is a good question. How did I start getting sponsored by like fitness apparel and companies? So honestly, I mean, I've done like social media for a long time. I feel like my fitness account and stuff, but once you kind of hit a certain amount of followers, I would say, I feel like companies just kind of start reaching out to you. It's just kind of a number game, I think, but like it's really just like a business side. You're kind of just helping promote their stuff. So if you have like a certain amount of engagement or followers, and like that's when businesses start to come to you. So you can't really do anything other than like build a platform, if that makes sense. I know there are some other ways, but like I never received anything until I think on TikTok, I think I hit like, what was it? Maybe like 40K? I don't know. I think one time I got it at like 12K, but then like my account just kept kind of growing, and then like the more it grew, the more opportunities you're like given. So I don't know. I would just say like maybe start posting on social media, and I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know. I don't have a good answer for that. It just kind of happens. For me, I don't know. Have you ever had an unhealthy relationship with food, and if so, tips that helped you? I never like had an eating disorder, at least a diagnosed eating disorder, but I've definitely struggled, like had my moments. I feel like I kind of had like periods of time where it's been like harder. Like I've had a not as healthy relationship with food. Definitely when I was younger, and it was when I was uneducated on the purpose of food, honestly. So I think the thing that helped me the most, I've kind of talked about this in my like fitness journey video, but just learning the importance of like what food does for your body, rather than just being calories, but like food does things for you. Like I just kind of talked about earlier, how like carbs give you energy, like fats or help like your skin and your hair and all that kind of stuff, and hormones. Just like learning about how it actually benefits me helped me like understand why I need to eat food, so it wasn't like as much of a question of like, why am I eating? I can just like not eat, you know, because there's so much to it, like your metabolism, like you have to fuel your body to keep your metabolism up, BMR up, and all of it. There's just so much to it. So I honestly would say my biggest tip is just become educated on food, on nutrition. Maybe see if you're gonna go into college, see if you can take a nutrition course. I know they offered them in my high school, like as like a dual credit, I don't know. But honestly, maybe get a nutritional textbook. There's probably a bunch of books online. Just do all of your research and really just like inform yourself on the benefits of food and like what it does for you. I think that's truly what helped me the most. Okay, this is a question. How old were you when you started lifting? You look so good and so knowledgeable for 20. So I mean, I started lifting when I was like 14 in high school, but that was kind of just like with my like teams and stuff. So like it was a few times a week, and I just kind of followed the program like my weightlifting coach at the high school gave us, or like my track coach, volleyball coach. But on my own, seriously lifting, I would say I started lifting when I was like 17, turning 18, I think. Yeah, so when I kind of like fully got into weightlifting. So I've been doing it for about 2.5 years, like on my own, solid. And then I don't know, the reason I feel like I'm so knowledgeable is just because I have got my CPT, I've done my research, like I've took nutrition courses in college, like I've just kind of done like all the educational stuff too. So yeah, definitely a process though. Like you can't just expect to like learn everything in a month, but definitely you can learn so much in a month at the same time, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm bad at like explaining things. What is my favorite protein powder flavor? Okay, you guys probably already know this. Cake Pop by P Science, my favorite. And then their chocolate frosted cupcake, my second favorite. Those are like the best like chocolate and vanilla things ever. It's just so good. Like the frosted chocolate cupcake like it's chocolate up a notch. It is so good. It is so good. So I highly recommend trying those out. You can get them 15% off on Campus Protein if you want to check them out. The Cake Pop goes in and out of stock a lot. I try to update people on my Instagram when it comes in stock, but just kind of check it. If it's out of stock, it'll probably be in stock later the day, like later that week or the following week. But then my third favorite is the Fruity Pebbles by Dymatize. Still, it's just so good. It's just such a Fruity Pebble flavor. Like they really killed that one. So those are my three favorite. My favorite number one though is probably Cake Pop. This is my major in college, marketing. I'm studying business through like the Tippy College of Business at Iowa. Am I doing a Recom, cut, or bulk right now? So that's a good question, because I do count my macros, and right now, like I kind of explained earlier in this video, I'm really at like a trial and error stage, I feel like, with everything. I was cutting back in the summer, and now I'm trying to like build my calories back up to like a good maintenance, and I'm trying to find what my maintenance is. I'm trying to push it and see how like where I can get it. So yeah, I would say maybe like a recomp ish. Okay, supplements that I take that I feel are necessary. So I kind of talked about this in the podcast actually that I was just on, but again, I don't think any supplements are like mandatory, but I do think that they're beneficial because they're just more convenient for like your life. Like I think protein powders are like a lifesaver, a godsend. I use protein powder probably twice a day because it's hard. Like I aim for my body weight in protein, which is kind of a lot. So I think having like a scoop of protein in my oatmeal and then a scoop of protein in my Greek yogurt or my protein ice cream, it just like adds 50 grams easy. So I definitely think a protein powder is worth investing in if you are trying to focus on like muscle growth and just like hitting protein. And I also think, you know, I have a caffeine addiction, I really do, and I'm actually trying to go on a little bit of a caffeine cleanse. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but it's not like I need to do it. But I definitely think that a pre-workout or like some type of caffeine for me is necessary, but maybe not you. Like if you're a person who can function great without caffeine, don't get into it because you will get addicted, but it does help. But I do really like, one of my favorite supplements right now is Pump by Campus Protein. So it's a non-stimulant pre-workout, so essentially it's going to help like increase blood flow, and it just like helps your like endurance and just helps overall improve your workouts, like enhance them, I guess. I can go more into detail on it on my Instagram, and I've talked about it before, but and it kind of gives you that like pump look because it like helps like fill your muscles out. So yeah, it's great because you get a good little pump when you're in the gym, booty pump, arm pump. I usually only take it on upper body days because you don't want too much of like a pump in your legs because it's like hard to like keep lifting. I find it hard to like do squats when your legs feel like they're gonna like explode. But upper body, I love a good upper body pump. But creatine I also think is really beneficial. I don't personally take creatine. I don't really know why. I should start taking it. I feel like maybe this is like a reminder, like I should start getting into creatine because it's great. It's one of the most researched products on the market, and it definitely can help. What is my workout split? So I'm following the same split as my gym program because I like do the workouts and then like you guys do them then a week later, like the people in my program. So it's pull, and then it's glutes and hammies, and then it's I usually add in a cardio day here like on Wednesday, and then it's push, and then it's quads and glutes, and then a full body lift. So that's what I'm at. I'm kind of messing around with cardio right now to like see if I want to add more, do more HIIT, but yeah, that's essentially my split. What are my plans after college? That's a good question. So like I said, I'm a marketing major. I don't have like a dream job in the marketing business like world. I don't know, I just don't. But I hope I can keep doing what I'm doing now. Like I have so many like ideas and goals, and it's just hard to do it all while being a full-time college student. I really just like, I do have the time, that's not an excuse, but like I could really give it my all once I'm out of school. So I think because I'll graduate a semester early from like the time my like class graduates, if that makes sense. Like I'll graduate in the winter instead of the spring, so I'm probably gonna give myself those like few months to like see what I can do, see if I can make it a full-time thing, and if not, I don't know, start applying for some jobs. I don't even know. Just the thing is, my life has changed so much in the past year, so like so much can change in the next year and a half, so I don't know. What is my favorite part about the University of Iowa? Well, you know what, that's a great question. Well, actually, there's two things I really like. I really like how connected they are to like the hospital, like the children's hospital. I think it's so cool at football games when they do like the wave to the children in the hospital. So I love that aspect of Iowa. I think it's a very like homey school like that. I feel like I've gotten a really good education through it, so I really do like Tippy a lot. So those are probably my two favorite things. I don't know, Iowa City is just like not really like for me, like the vibe of it. I like the rec, the gym's beautiful, but I don't know, I just don't live there for reasons, so I don't know. Okay, how do I balance school, social life, work, working out? She's struggling so hard. I get it, it is tough. In no way is it easy at all. For me, I'm very, very blessed because my work and like fitness, working out is kind of like part of my job in a sense, so I can kind of combine the two. So I feel like it makes that balance a lot easier. But like last year I had a job and I was in school and I was working out and social life, I get it. So what I did back then was, I mean, I was waking up at 5 a.m. going to the gym and then going to class all day, coming home, going to work. It was a lot. But honestly, when you have goals, you just kind of have to prioritize certain things and schedule it in. I think the best thing and my like biggest piece of advice is to schedule out your week in advance. Like write down everything you need to do, even if it's to the freaking hour. Like there was a point where I was like 8 to 9 I would do this, 9 to 10 I would do this, 10 to 12 I would do this. Like you gotta schedule it in, but like making your workout a priority and like scheduling that in for the day and not just thinking, oh, I'll get to it when I get to it. Like no, like I'm going to the gym from 11 to 12. Like make it a priority. And then even if you can like kind of intertwine your social life into things that you like have to do, like I think working out with friends at the gym is so fun because it kind of gives me a little bit of like that social aspect. I can be with my friends, hang out, but like still get my workout in. So maybe finding ways you can like combine kill two birds with one stone in a sense. But yeah, just really prioritizing things, seeing what's important, what's not, and scheduling it out. And like I'm a very big to-do list person. It keeps me on track. And just like discipline on getting things done. But Also, another thing, scheduling in like you time, me time, chill time, like do nothing, like lay in bed on my phone or watch a movie or something. Like try to give yourself a few like hours a week. Like I do it more so at nighttime, but like I just like, I'm like, Chloe, like log off, like you're done. Like lay in bed, just hang out, just chill, just enjoy the moment. Or I don't know, like maybe I'll do a little like self-care day and like go get my nails done. But like I try to schedule in a few times a week just to give myself like a breath, because I can like overwork myself so easy and get so overwhelmed. But if you just have everything organized, planned out, and find a good balance between the two of like giving yourself a break, it works the best. But it's really just like a trial and error thing to see how you do. But you have to be willing to sacrifice some things, and you have to be willing to like do things other people might not want to do, like get up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym. So sorry, I ran out of storage on my phone, but we are back. There's a few more questions I'm going to answer. This is kind of like the same question, so I'm gonna like answer it kind of together. Do I weigh myself often, and do I use goals specific to weight or like mainly strength? So I do weigh myself, and I don't look at the number though. Like the reason I'm like talking about this is because I don't weigh myself for like weighing a certain amount of like weight. Like I don't care how much I weigh, but I do look at like my muscle mass and like my body fat percentage, just to like have an idea of how I'm doing, if like what I'm doing is working, if I need to like kind of reevaluate. And I honestly just kind of do it to like check in with it. But I do have like an app on my phone. It's called the Recom. I think it's on Amazon. I think it's like 20 or 30 bucks. But like it connects to an app, so like it literally gives you like the trend of like how you're doing, so I can see like, oh, I'm gaining muscle, or I'm losing muscle, or I'm gaining body fat, or I'm losing body fat. And just it helps me understand if what I'm doing works, and that's why I do it. But I truly do not care about how much I weigh. Like that doesn't matter, because muscle weighs more than fat. Like the scale can just be so misleading in so many ways. And like don't even look at your BMI, that's also stupid. But yeah, I guess. And I train for strength, I don't train for like weight loss and weighing a specific amount. What is the first thing on my mind every day? Okay, this is a really good question, because this is like interesting. I was thinking about this when I like was looking through the messages. So truthfully, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that goes through my mind is kind of like, well, what do I have to do today? Like, is it a busy day? Like, am I gonna like get up and go to school? Like, it's like constant like race of like, okay, it's the start, like what do we have to do today? It's like I'm starting to check off that to-do list. But when I was thinking about that, I'm like, you know what, I need to like reevaluate this. I need to redo this, because I don't want that to be the first thing that I think of when I get up. I want my mornings to be like calm, relaxing, like positive, encouraging, motivating. Like I need to like doing like a meditation or something. I don't know, something I need to like look into and see what's gonna work for me. I want it to be like refreshing when I get up and be like positive. And I do get on my phone in the morning and I check my socials. I wish I didn't do that. So I'm gonna start testing some things out and seeing if I can make my mornings more like relaxing and calm and like motivating and encouraging. Like maybe right when I wake up, like instead of thinking what do I have to do today, like set goals or something like that. Or maybe think of like a quote I can remind myself of like when I wake up. I don't know. But yeah, when I wake up, all I'm thinking about is what do I have to get done today? And that's kind of sad. Somebody asked what my gym routine is. I'm actually gonna film a YouTube video soon of like my gym routine, my gym routine warm-ups, my gym routine, and then like the cool down and post-workout. So that'll be all in like a video coming soon. What do I eat after a workout? Carbs and protein. Fuel those glycogens, fuel those muscles with protein. Whether that be a protein shake, a protein bar, or just like a meal. I typically eat meals because I work out like in the mid-morning, afternoon. So like when I get home, I just like eat a meal. But yeah, just make sure you're getting sufficient protein and carbs for sure. How do you grow your Instagram, TikTok tips? It's my dream to be a fitness influencer. That's also a loaded question. I kind of feel like I talked about this. Well, not really. Truthfully, I feel like consistency is key. Kind of trying to build like a brand of your own. Like I feel like you kind of like, once you start doing it, you kind of figure out like what you like to post. Like I feel like people are like know me for like my recipes and like my HIIT workouts. Like I feel like those are like the two main things people associate me with, maybe. At least that's like what I get the most DMs about. So I feel like just kind of finding your niche, like your specific thing that you like truly are passionate about. Like I love baking. I love making like healthy or like macro friendly recipes. I like love that. So I post a lot about that. But I think also it's important to like find something, one, you're passionate about, because you can't just do it to try to become an influencer. Like that wasn't my goal when I did it. Truthfully, my goal was to just like share it with people. Like people would always ask me like, oh, what do you do at the gym? Or like, what's your favorite recipe? Or like, what's your protein bar recipe? And stuff like that. And so I just kind of like shared what people would ask me. So you kind of just have to do it out of like passion and like wanting to help people. And then I think maybe it'll attract people. It's really there's not really like one specific way to do it. There's not like an algorithm to it. People like, there's like social media algorithms. I don't know. I just posted things, and if people like you and they connect with you, and I feel like if you like give them something purposeful and educational, maybe, I don't know, honestly, like, why do you guys follow me? Maybe that'll answer the question. Like, I don't even know. Like, I just feel like you have to be true to yourself, be very just like 100% you, like authentic. You can't be one person on the camera and one person in real life, which, I mean, I definitely probably am a little different, because I feel like talking to a camera, anyone is different, but like, you guys only see a snippet of my life, not like the whole picture. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point, but just like be very authentic, true to yourself, be consistent, do it out of love and passion. Don't do it because you want to become like famous or because you want to become an influencer. Just do it because you love posting about what you're doing. And yeah, I think you just have to like kind of find your little niche on whatever social media outlet. Maybe try them all out. I mean, I started on Instagram, then went to YouTube, and then went to TikTok, and my TikTok's what took off the most and has led me to so many more opportunities. So maybe just finding what works best for you, because I feel like everyone has like obviously their main social media type thing, like account. So just testing them all out maybe and seeing where you fall. Okay guys, my camera keeps running out of storage, and I've literally been talking for like ever, so I'm gonna end up this video here. I didn't get to all the questions, but I got to most of them, or like the ones that were asked the most often and most commonly. But if you do still have more questions, feel free to DM me. I try my best to get back to people, but I'll admit it, I'm not the best at DMs. I'm not. I try to be. I really do try to be, but like it gets hard with everything. Like I like lay in bed and do them, but then I get so distracted. Anyway, if you have any more questions, comment down below. That's gonna be your best bet, to like comment down below. I'll try to comment back to people. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I don't know, do you guys like Q&As? Do you not? I like Q&As. I like answering questions. But anyway, thanks for watching. I love you guys so much. Peace out. Have a good day or night.